double war comp that NRG are playing, or you'll try and flank and disrupt it. And here it is. Pistol round, flash to the corner. Just to clear it close. Laz, that is dangerous, man. You're not in your TP. Doesn't take the rendezvous.
Brutal, caught out by the Trailblazer, trying to make something happen, worried because the rest of Zeta are so far away.
And there is
Here
that
comes
fast
that flank.
Yeah.
Now, the reason that the flank is so good is because mostly the post plant is going to be dictated by Finesse's utility, and that is focused towards spawn.
Trying to flip the map, maybe? I mean, it's a difficult comp to do so. Yeah, it's all just being contained, except not in Garage. Depp, his job really is just to try and hold it back, but they've already flipped it for them, and they've taken spawn out of it here. Finesse was back to all of it. Still 3 shots will finish off.
That's a big comms
IGL,
problem.
yep, it is. 10 sticking, halfway on, already onto the defuse. Victor from range. Needed to land that one. Sticking, Crow, surely you don't do it, he can't hit it.
Protect the President comp, where the idea is that you're just escorting the Viper onto sites, and then you're putting down the orb, you're putting down the snake bites, and it just makes it incredibly difficult to set retake. They're very free with where they're positioned. They're going to get passive information from Alarm Bot, from Turret, from the trademark too. So that means that you can free up your players to rotate much more quickly around the map, because you're not worried about people lurking on you.
Which should help them, ideally with the flood defense, but NRG game plan now taking up the orb over towards C, see if they can get the ults online. I mean, Victor is 3 away now. Goes towards it with the kills and the plans that he's getting.
Trailblazer just sees a completely empty C site. Finesse looking to try and take it instantly.
Don't have garage control though, still orbs up. Finesse doesn't have any snake bites.
Yeah, prioritize the buy, the full armor here.
Nade. A little bit late in terms of denying. They're out into the open. There's a flash as well. It connects ever so slightly delayed. Laz won't be able to do much more from this one, but the plant down.
And look at this, the idea of trying to push back through a high tide and a cascade.
Yeah, you just get slowed.
Really difficult to pull off retakes. And Zeta don't have a big retake. They don't have Sova Breach, where you have tons of utility to be able to get back in. They need to be ready to fight as the plant goes down.
Just behind him, he looks like he wants to try and take that line into short. There's a 5 ball in his face though. Plenty of bodies ready and waiting. NRG. Ernesto for now holding this corner. So is Laz. Backing away, and they do have the setup for it. I mean, Zeta, they've got the right idea. There's a star laid down to try and help the players defending around A short. Well defended over towards A.
Nice from Laz and
Laz.
the Trailblazer too, getting info behind this Viper wall.
Does Victor expect this? I mean, nasty angle when you're on top of the box. That is also particularly nasty. Precise with that one, a jump spot punished. Good adjustment though, Victor is there. Not taking a TP, not to safety. Laz, maybe a bit of a misstep. Wanted to just try and buy his time a little bit more, closer towards it. NRG now getting that plant down. It's a situation you don't want to find yourself in. If you are Zeta Division, trying to retake into this, look at it again, cascade, orb.
Depp got past the orb though. Could be a danger for Ardis. Still chances here for Zeta, but it's gonna get tough.
Yeah, and Heaven's being watched for. 10, look at this angle. The Som's just currently sitting at, just watching it. Anybody who pushes forwards, it's just, crumbling.
I mean, to be honest, I think he was happy to duel against Ardis again. That's just spam from everyone, but Ardis swings through this smoke instantly to try and trade the fight. Super confident, ready in the map. The times where we've seen Ardis play Jet here, I feel like it's his best map.
Big reveal here, yeah. I mean,
He always pops off.
Fights, he is bobbing off. They spot a ton of bodies. NRG, Finesse making the call here to just lurk up towards A. Well, Laz, that's nice. Not claiming a second. Good exit strategy. Finesse. Arms out wide. Orb. Drop down. How does he play this one now?
Laz is calling over the reinforcements.
Yeah, it's definitely more time over. Oh my, Headhunter!
Down A.
A few more bullets left to do some serious damage. That's a team flash, unfortunate.
That's not useful.
There's a minute left to play with, and NRG, they do slow it down, so showing a bit of discipline.
They can go for the full rotate here. Maybe use a Reckoning just to make sure that one of the sites is clear. Instead, actually, they're using Ardis as a bit of a lurk player. This is a weird strategy to go for when you're down players.
Got 2 smokes, he might be able to evade the trademark. Yeah. And he's pushed up behind him. He can hear the trademark. Oh, no, okay. That's going to pull them all the way back, along with the spike as well, over towards his area.
Wow, that
Go
fake
Grain.
on the B has absolutely worked like a treat. What a play by called by Finesse. Just pulled everyone away from the A site, and Artist walked in.
No one to defend. There's a deep stardo. Let it bloom. A chance to try and come through into it. It's played to perfection. No, I'm kidding, but he's doing all right.
I mean, they dodged a rough situation there. Laz hit 2 beautiful shots with the Headhunter to be able to put his team in a nice situation to win. And
That is lovely. What is going with this? Judge, Blade Storm.
straight into Laz with Chamber Ult.
Yep, tour de force here, holding this corner and the angle, but it's such a difficult shot to hit. Barely a timing here, and look at the util. Dump all the way through! Deb! No way! That's 4 that fall!
Now's the time to go for the ace.
Man, insanity! And the
Is there just to support Laz in case something like that happens. It's a
Oh
bait
my.
and switch kind of setup.
Does he stop there?
What is that one as well? God. This is one of the fastest ace plays
That
I've
is
seen.
crazy. That's like the final bullet as well. To get you back into it, that's it.
And it would have been a cool play even had Dep not instantly aced. The idea being that Laz takes contact, TP's away, and it plays Dep in, you know, for a cheeky 2. With NRG not checking the corner. That's what they were hoping would happen. They got more than they even bargained for.
Both flashes used early by Crashies. He was just clearing towards C in mid, ensuring that it wasn't taken, but it didn't clear close to the corner. 10. Crosshair placement's good though. Artist, good awareness.
Continues to be a demon on these entries.
He is.
He's 10 and 2. He's slaughtering Zeta, apart from the prior round.
Footstep maybe? Unsure, but Laz is playing in front of his trademark. There's no way. Okay. Clear in the corner.
Teleport's
Locked
ready.
down. You have got to be joking, Laz. You've got to be joking. No way! Okay. Evened it up. 4 versus 4, and it's locked down. Oh, Victor can't catch that rotation. It's thrown confusion into the mix.
Zeta want to try and get into sights as
30
quickly as
seconds
possible, but there's nobody really here. It's only Deb. He spotted one.
Yep, spotted it now, and you really have to
Whoops.
put a bit more of a defense.
That
Only missing.
did not go where Finesse was
Locked
intending.
down, earned inside the smoke, bit of spam depth. Just really falling there. Crow towards the back. To pieces. That's
this
where the
round's
round's
done.
going. It is done. You can't play into this one.
It is just all wrapped up.
Win taken out the sails for Zeta Division.
Yeah, jeers from the crowd, but sensible option for Zeta, just trying to keep hold of whatever guns they have. You can, I mean, you can't even really do damage to the NRG economy. You just end up running into sight.
Yeah.
And you see that Zeta really need to be playing for these flood defenses.
They do.
They can't afford to play big set retakes like that. But when you leave A open, it then leaves you in a weird spot where Depp and Crow are just trying to run back in. You know, they just get spammed.
Yeah.
So Zeta are currently finding it very difficult to get the read on where Finesse is rotating the troops. They have the freedom, more so than most.
I like the initial defensive setup by Zeta. I mean, when they play Laz into short, I think he needs a little bit more help if you are going to try and defend him there.
That's an unfortunate one. Dead falling. Though his position was not okay. That's a little interesting.
Thought he was going to go for a play at double doors. Not quite. He's going to look towards C.
That's a weird one.
Yeah. Sheer firepower to brute force it, maybe. Trailblazer spotting out the alarm bot now. We'll clear that one.
And they'll have spotted the fact that there's an Odin over there. I mean, he's already shot. Laz posted behind the Viper wall. So this isn't going to deny too much information over towards A. He's got his trademark too. And Crow flashes to make sure no one's timed him down long. So now Laz can just be left watching A. Crow has the freedom to be able to rotate off and help 10, but 10 is currently getting pressure.
In with the Cove. Is that a lineup? Looking nice with it, honestly. Artist dashing up towards the top! And he's granted one. Not quite a freebie, still have to work for it.
It's another kind of
fake.
pump
Yeah, bait
fake.
and switch. There are players to meet them, though, Zeta. They are here, and they are trying to strike back here with the Odin, the crossfire. Sugar Zero, close to the corner now, avoiding it, but does not avoid the fire. And again, it's Laz picking up the pieces out in the open, man.
NRG are catching Zeta off on so many of these angles.
Yeah.
Deb too, just, I mean, you know, going back and forth from the ADS takes so long on the Odin. He doesn't really have the time to be able to do that.
It's a bit weird.
And NRG are hitting the site. But these plays are so well constructed from NRG.
And how do you even win this? Nano swarms. 3 players to clear and flush out. Laz, he's got the money. Make a go of this one. Turret takes first contact. Nano swarms, deaded. It's just an impossibility.
Yeah, I don't think there's any timing. Laz struggling in a 1v3 there that seems unwinnable. And also having to try and call against Finesse on this map. Puts him in a similar level of a bind.
Enemy remaining.
Look at these so much success because you get free space with the cascades and the Viper walls.
Here it is, push forwards here. 10, he's earned his showstopper close to the corner here. This has to be cleared, they gotta know it. What's he looking for here? Showstopper, Satchel up into the air, the dash back, no artist. As healthy as anything.
What a
150.
dodge.
Completely avoided.
And now NRG leave again. You know, Zeta are worried. They could still be all the way down short and down long, and NRG are just taking map control and playing with it so well. They're bamboozling Zeta. Still have 3 players over towards A, only now looking for a reclear towards short.
You know, witness the masterclass is what it feels like here. Seekers clearing the way, safe path into the back of the site. Laz with the operator trying to retake. Shots are fired off, but nothing gained. Artis is unorthodox. The Viper's pit, I mean, this essentially should win it. It's going to take so much more. Into the corner here, Crow. Trailblazer, Artis forced to back away. He's out in the open. Taken out into the sky here, but still they have this Viper's pit to get through. They've used all their tools, really. The boom button, Trailblazer, spam into the corner. Som survives on 2 health. Flash around over the top, Laz.
Oh, tragic.
They thought he was being cheeky with it. Drop, though. Exchange, still. They have so many tools to just push them away here. NRG, as long as they survive. And yeah, it ticks away any chances now of winning this one. You have to back away. This is heartbreak for Zeta.
One of the things...
Leave towards the back of the site so nobody can flood in. Nano Swarm, Cascade, spamming. No kills.
No damage.
Yeah, no damage, in fact. All the way through with the dog, it catches, and Artis seeks to claim, and lay claim too. Is there in a sight here? Dodge out of flash is excellent. 10. It's desperation at this point with the Stinger. Vulnerable up, he has to swing into them, and he cannot do a bloody thing.
Victor as well spams onto Crow, who was trying to send in some level of flash to support. And Laz, IGL star player on Chamber, left wondering where it's going so wrong. NRG are ready for what Zeta are throwing at them. It's a nice idea from Zeta. I feel like that's one of the reasons why Depp even picked up an Odin in one of the prior rounds, is to try and spam if NRG are using the Cascade to take C long. And they just counter spam. And then the Zeta players can't do a thing.
Last feeling like he has to go for it.
There's 7.
No, you have to save, yeah. It's ticking. He hears the footsteps.
If he does save,
doesn't do anything, no.
No, if he does save, at least he has an op and can drop somebody else. These situations are gutting. And especially when you feel like you have the mechanical ability to win some of these, some of the time, you feel like, oh, maybe I should go for it. Want to get aggressive down mid, bit of a walk push. He's tucking into Cubby again. He's done this already. We'll see whether NRG think about it if they do end up going back to B.
Hey, both Nanos committed. To clear out that spot, they're going to be weighted out.
That's weird, though. I mean, that's a major defensive tool that's just and a lockdown.
Yeah, this is so early on.
18 seconds into the round.
20, but they're trying to funnel plays into 10, who's close up into mid. He's got the rest of his team here. They're hoping for a reaction from NRG.
But they're just not doing it. There's no quick reaction. Instead, NRG are just looking to try and retake the space that they just lost. Zeta are going to have to find a timing.
And, well, losing the fights out. It's traded by Depp here. Grouped up, Satchel's getting out of there. Laz is behind you. Crashes falls, and here's the instantaneous reaction. Artis already deep onto the side. Sugar Zero. Left to try and shut this one down. Up drop down. No way. Sugar Zero thought it was all clear. Som's helping him out. Beaming down the opposition.
Laz got it all to do on the flank.
Fast flank, but Finesse has got the angle, moving forwards, wasn't quite favoured, damage done to either side here. Where's the kill? It's collected. All for the IGL. 8-1, about to be 9-1.
And Zeta are throwing everything they can at the wall here, trying to get something to stick, and it's just not working. Crow's in a spot where even if he jumps out on the ledge, he's got Som and Finesse waiting to gun him down. It's just another unwinnable 1v3. that Zeta find themselves looking towards. And this, probably the closest round they've had to be able to put one on the board in a long while. Laz found a really nice timing past Victor's alarm bot right as Victor fell, and it felt like there might be something happening there. Up until Artis just drops down from heaven and nails the shot onto Sugar Zero. NRG have found their form, and they're now on fire. I mean, look at this. That's the kind of situation where maybe, you know, Sugar Zero's a little quicker around the corner, a little quicker on the trigger. On his shoulders, superstar, IGL, has to try and make something work here.
Deep nade into the position, but Finesse has already passed it. Into the angle. Tucked into short. The order is sent out. The rest of his team looking to try and break some of this utility. Turret only just placed here, actually. Off on the angle there. Crash is trying to spam through the wall to bring it down.
Artis is looking to poke and prod towards B. And Laz is set up here with an interesting setup. Rendezvous manages to get him out into spawn so he can really try and hard anchor towards the back. But
he's
can't
looking
really
left
leave.
and right. Yeah, I mean, there's no one else covering a different section.
No. Oh. Spotted.
And it's clear, 10 with a chance. Yeah, jumping right into the fray here, but a call is made for NRG. Jumping straight into this one. Trailblazer catches.
Oh, he got punished.
Stays it!
How is Artis slaughtering them all so easily?
He's ripping them to pieces. Cast the curse.
Down he goes.
Yeah, Crow.
Another 1v3 for Crow.
Just cannot be done. Surely, but you have to make a go of it here. Crossfire setup, it's impossible. It's just impossible.
He's got a flash.
Disheartening, truly disheartening.
I mean, absolutely brutal for him. Everybody on NRG, everybody on Zeta, quiet, allowing Crow to play the clutch, but realizing that this game has completely slipped away from them.
And this is it. At this point, on the Zeta, on the verge of going home.
And in the silence that's forced by these dreadful clutches towards the ends of the rounds, that sense of dread is going to seep in.
Comebacks before, maybe not like this.
I don't think I've ever seen one like this, Brent.
Yeah. Turret taken care of. Laz seeking to reclaim that space right after the point here. Blazer, not sure if that spotted anything, but 10's close to the corner as well onto this one, and they're all falling once more. They're trying to fight over to this, but again, it makes it so difficult to read. The Viper wall up in their faces. Okay, Reckoning.
Just running around with Util out.
Feet. A chance for Crow, but barely that. Just a chance. Can't take it. And again, it's Laz, IGL captain.
Spike planted.
This time you have to make the play into it, but you've got walls to get through, the lockdown to get through. It's an impossibility. It's just not possible. And yeah, he realized, I mean, even just like the detainment here, he's like, okay, well, what can you do?
What's he gonna do?
That is sad, yeah.
The last time that these two teams faced, it was heartbreak for Zeta, but in a very different way. A great run ended this time. Looking found a Reykjavik. And what a deflating way for it to look to end. An 11-1/2, completely outplayed here.
Pure domination.
Bottom.
Yeah, Finesse has just called an absolutely impeccable game.
Be able to close things out. What a recovery from NRG too. After being upset by Billy. And then looking dodgy in map 1, and it going all the way to OT. They've absolutely dismantled Zeta here.
Reckon you sold out fast. Straight through B
Laz could get
into
caught.
A bit of a squeeze attempt. Are they going to go with it? No, actually going to go for the plant onto B, but taking control of the connector Laz. Definite potential here for him to get caught, and he does, so it's cleared out. They're waiting for that lurk.
Look at 10 though. 10 has blast packed all the way up into heaven.
How was this happening?
Right there.
Som's heard something.
Yeah, he's heard it. He spotted it. Just seeking to contain.
This is a bizarre post-plant situation on
Very
B.
weird, close together now. They want to take the fight to him. No way, man. It's right clicks, it shares the pistols. The ones that really sailing him through. A tap onto it, forces out the pull, but 10, they know where he is. He's spotted out, and he's brought down.
NRG have never lost a match like this. We often see this core have slow steamed. They were pushed. There were chances for Zeta to win that, many of them. But here, there was not a single one. The only round being gained by an ace.
Series win continuation. Zeta, the verge of going home. Much earlier than they perhaps wanted. Artis, top of the box here. Returned with the fire. The shots are rattled, forcing the rotations from NRG.
Blinded.
Flash over the top though. Good reload. They are grouped up and they're finding it difficult to get options here. Trailblazer spots it, so that is there. Now Crashes with the most to do, but at this angle, it could seriously cause some decimation. Star's nice to set them back up onto it, along with the Trailblazer. Doesn't get broken, so has to back away here. Fast up onto the angle, but look at this util. Immediately, high tide, cuts it off. Zeta just can't really get through it.
Oh, they don't need those kind of moments as well.
Stars drop, this is it. This is the moment. It's a turning point. It's where NRG really just make their stand and lay claim to it. Continuation in the tournament, they do not go lightly. Zeta still here, but Deb's the last one left. Jumping right click in his face, taking the fight to him. Picked up the upgrade. 1 versus 1, him versus Victor. Victor, a chance to make it clean cut. Turret spotted out, doesn't hit the shot, needs to stick the plant. Pressure mounting, and Victor delivers it.